A very good evening. Thank you for watching UBC News Tonight with me, Wadulo Mark Arnold. It's going to be an hours-long bulletin, so do sit tight before as we get into the news in detail. Now, to start off, we'll start with presidential statements that have just come in, with the first one reading, fellow Ugandans, especially the Bazukulu, greetings. This is to inform you that one of the killers of the tourists and their Ugandan driver by the name of Njovu has been arrested and injured. 3 other terrorists have been killed from that group of 10 who killed the Lubiriha children, burnt the truck of onions and tried to attack the trucks on the Congo-Kasindi side. The remaining 7 are still on the run, but we shall get them. Njovu was their commander. He continues to say the Njovu group was attacked by the UPDF Marine boat on Lake Edward. They did not fully utilize their success after attacking the boat of terrorists. Otherwise, all the terrorists would have been captured. The delay in checking the crippled boat until morning when the 7 had escaped, it was their first time to fight on water. They are perfecting their combat drills. I congratulate the Marines and the CMI for the good job. Some gaps in the Marines' performance, notwithstanding, further good success. Thus, the suspects in killing of Joe and Kagezi have also finally been arrested. They are Chibuka John, Masajage John, Chiseka Dan, and Nasur Abdallah. They were riding on 2 motorcycles, and I congratulate the ISO and CID on the good work. They will soon be produced in court. And this was signed by Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, General Retired Sabalwanyi. And then the second statement goes to read that greetings, fellow Ugandans, especially with the Bazukulu. I have a number of issues to share with you, and let me start with the kuserwa, in other words, being overcharged for the petroleum products from abroad. When we came into government, we assumed that the civil servants would deal with money, administration, procurement, etc., and we would deal with policy, ideology, strategy, and security, etc. The statement further goes to say, however, in a number of cases, these wonderful people really let down their countries. Take the issues of importation of petroleum products. Uganda imports petroleum products of the magnitude of 2.5 billion liters per annum, valued at $2 billion US. Now, without my knowledge, our wonderful people were buying this huge quantity of petroleum products from middlemen in Kenya. A whole country buying from middlemen in Kenya or anywhere else, amazingly but true. Why not buy from refineries abroad and transport through Kenya and Tanzania, cutting out the cost created by middlemen? Those involved were not bothered by this issue. Some few years ago, I got to know this information from whistleblowers. I handed the matter to Minister Chitutu to handle. About a year ago, I got to know that the matter was never handled. And when I studied the issue, I discovered that we lose so much money buying through middlemen. A check on the occasion a few months ago showed that the middlemen were selling us petroleum products at prices as indicated below per ton. 1. Diesel. Middleman's price is $118. Then the price from bulk suppliers or refiners is $83. 2. Petrol. Middleman's price is $97.5, and then bulk suppliers or refiners' price is $61.5. Then kerosene. Middleman's price is $114, and bulk suppliers or refiners' price is $79. These are prices when the products have arrived at the East African ports. You can see the huge loss Uganda has been incurring on account of our wonderful people. We have now contracted bulk and refinery suppliers able to give us the lower prices. I have discussed this with His Excellency Ruto, the President of Kenya, and our delegations. And our delegation is now in Dar es Salaam discussing with Her Excellency Samia Suluhu. However, the internal parasites who have been cheating their country have launched a social media and mainstream media campaign against our liberation resistance plan against Okuserwa, in other words, being overcharged, assisted by the ever pro-parasite paper known as The Monitor. As usual, we are ready to confront the parasites. His Excellency Ruto is handling the Kenyan counterparts. I salute his contribution. In a few years' time, our refinery will be up and running. I can assure the inland East Africans of competitive petroleum products, free of distributions caused by middlemen. The whole of Uganda, northwestern Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Western Kenya, South Sudan, and the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo will benefit. Down with the social media and mainstream media misinformers. Signed, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, General, retired Sabalwani. And then in a new development also, the DPP, Jane Francis Abodo, has sanctioned charges of terrorism and murder against 4 key suspects that were involved in the killing of the late Joan Kajezi, who was the senior assistant DPP/head. The head says that it is a breakthrough in the murder investigation of senior assistant DPP Joan Kajezi. A statement has been released on Twitter handle of the Directorate of Public Prosecutions, reading, the DPP Jane Francis Abodo has sanctioned charges of terrorism and murder against 4 key suspects that were involved in the killing of the late Joan Kajezi, who was the senior assistant DPP/head, International Crimes Department, in the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, or DPP. The suspects shall this week be produced in court to be tried for the murder that had remained unresolved since 30th of March 2015. In December 2022, a prosecution-guided investigation was directed by the DPP to establish facts that surrounded the case. As a result, a joint team led by the Criminal Investigations Directorate, CID, of the Uganda Police Force and comprised of the City Police and ISO embarked on the task. Arising out of that long investigation, the team was able to establish the facts surrounding the murder, and the ODPP, being satisfied with the outcome, is ready to prosecute the key suspects in the courts of law. Although investigations may take long in some cases, the office of the DPP remains committed to ensuring that those suspected of involvement in crime are prosecuted in the interest of justice for a crime-free society. The Nations Board has also warned head teachers not to deny exams to candidates due to sit for the primary leaving examinations next week. UNEB spokesperson Jennifer Kalule Musamba told UBC that such defiant school heads will be punished. We have a detailed report on this story.
Issues of refugees have again appeared in social media, prompting relief, disaster preparedness and refugees minister, Engineer Hilary Onek, to caution some media practitioners against misinformation.
It is just outrageous. Actually, what makes me worry is that journalism in Uganda today is being abused.
This follows recent online articles that quoted him to have said 4 trillion Uganda shillings is used for procuring firewood for refugees.
We don't procure firewood for refugees. It's not at all in our budget. We have got meager budget. Our refugee department annually gets only about 1 billion shillings. And that 1 billion shillings, part of it goes for salaries of the staff. And part of it for operations, running around.
But there is environmental destruction in increased demand for wood fuel in refugee settlements.
Environment currently is being destroyed by charcoal burners, and people who use this natural resources for fuel, degradation of swamps, destruction of swamps, and so on. All those are happening.
Nevertheless, government, refugee management agencies and partners have started a tree planting program in refugee settlements.
To reduce on the impact of that on the environment, we are concurrently developing a program to do reforestation, involving the refugees themselves to make sure that they plant trees where they are. The magnitude of the challenges are not alarming. We shall contain it because it's not only refugees who are destroying the environment.
Most affected refugee hosting areas are in northern Uganda, with West Nile sub-region most affected.
The vegetation is of savanna type, where trees cut, then it takes time for it to be restored, and the vegetation is slightly thin. I mean, they are not heavy forests. Use of those natural resources for producing for energy also dents on that environment.
Uganda hosts 1.5 million refugees from over 5 countries in 13 districts. Henry Okrut, UBC.
That was the Minister of Relief, Disaster Preparedness and Refugees, Engineer Hilary Yonek, saying that the Department of Refugees does not procure wood energy for refugees. He was, of course, making this clarification following news reports on social media claiming that over 4 trillion shillings is spent annually on buying firewood for refugees living in Uganda. And that was a story by Henry Okrut that you have just witnessed. Now, in other news, the Uganda National Examinations Board has warned head teachers not to deny exams to candidates due to sit their primary leaving exams this week. UNEB spokesperson Jennifer Kalule Musamba told UBC that such defiant school heads will be punished. As a detailed story, we have your way.
Starting with the briefing of the examination scouts tomorrow Monday, over 700,000 primary 7 pupils will sit for the primary leaving examinations that commence on Wednesday. Uganda National Examinations Board spokesperson Jennifer Kalule Musamba has said head teachers must allow candidates who have not completed paying school dues to sit for examinations.
What we encourage the head teachers and parents is to try and come up with an MOU. We know things may go wrong and somebody is not able to clear the school fees, and we don't want the schools also to lose out. What we encourage them, please, let the learners write the examinations. Then if by the time of the release they haven't cleared the school fees balances, simply inform us and we shall withhold those results. They will not get them until they've cleared your balances. However, if you stop them from writing the examinations, you are destroying their entire lifetime. You are destroying all the 7 years they've been studying. Some of them are put on where they don't feel like going back to school again. Even if somebody is struggling to pay the school fees balance, it means they will also struggle to pay to study next year. So please, you don't want to be part of that system that is going to destroy the destinies of our children.
She warned against abuse of social media to circulate forged examination papers.
Electronic sharing of what is believed or purported to be a UNEB examination paper. It doesn't matter whether it is fake or not. As long as you have tampered, as long as you are in that racket. And here I want to encourage people, members of the public, if it gets onto your phone, anybody says that they have what they think is a UNEB examination, kindly delete or send it to police. Because once you happen to be in the racket, you too are culpable. You could actually be imprisoned for 5 years, or you could pay a fine of 20 million shillings or both.
UNEB also advised candidates to take note of the weather changes and get to examination rooms in time. Kalule urged parents to create a conducive environment for the candidates.
If you are a parent, if the candidate is a day scholar, parents, please make sure they arrive in time at the center. Because if they arrive 15 minutes after 9 o'clock, they will not be allowed to write the examinations. So please, if you stay far from the school, make arrangements.
Over 700,000 primary 7 pupils registered for the 2023 examinations that are to be conducted in 14,442 centers countrywide.
And City Pastor Doreen Kamese has implored this year's primary 7 candidates to seek for forgiveness from God to secure God's blessing in the hurdle that lies ahead of them. As she led the community of Pearl's Legacy Junior School in the dedication service for the primary 7 candidates, Pastor Kamese says that repentance could undermine success.
On Wednesday, 8th November 2023, primary 7 pupils will begin their primary living examinations. In preparation, different schools and stakeholders have dedicated the learners to God. At Wakiso-based Pearl's Legacy Junior School, City Pastor Doreen Kamese led the school dedication service for primary 7 candidates, encouraging them to trust in God for good grades.
Be courageous. The God who started a good job in you must fulfill it in Jesus' mighty name.
In her sermon, Pastor Kamese implored candidates to seek forgiveness from God.
And the Bible says, even before you forgive someone, don't give your offertory. That means forgiveness is very, very important. And as candidates, they must go into their papers with the heart full of joy, with the heart full of happiness. Because where there is forgiveness, there is joy and there is happiness.
Pearl's Legacy Junior School facilitates a holistic learning that prepares pupils to be resilient to life challenges.
The character of our children is God-fearing. We are a Christian-founded school, although we do not discriminate on the different denominations of faith. But they are taught to not to fear God, but to love God and know that with God all good things are possible.
But also building a holistic person is not one man's effort, it's not one person's effort. It's a joint effort for all of us. So I would like to thank the parents, I would like to thank the teachers, I would like to thank the administrators, everybody who has made a contribution to make sure that you are a holistic person as and now.
Dorcas Kimono, UBC News.
State Minister for Higher Education, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, has advised parents to prepare for learners as they break off for their third-term holidays to prevent unwanted pregnancies. He also advised schools to rehabilitate premises to meet the quality standards of education.
Proprietors and stakeholders of school need to operate according to the Education Act and guidelines and have a minimum qualification, discipline and qualified teachers. State Minister for Higher Education, Dr. John Chrysostom Muyingo, reminds schools to follow the Education Act. He was at the groundbreaking ceremony of the second storage class building that coincided with the launching of St. Vivian's Circle at St. Vivian Nursery and Primary School at Busambaga in Entebbe Municipality.
Plan for the coming home of our holiday makers. The P7s will soon do their exams and come back home. They should come back home and find a plan to develop them, to prepare them for the world of work, to instill in them the values we cherish as Ugandans. Takes maximum care of our children during the days.
He appealed to parents to prepare for learners and take care of them at home to prevent unwanted pregnancies and other vices. During the function, the P7 candidates were also blessed in the mass led by Reverend Father Yahya Zakari from Chisobi Parish. The proprietor of St. Vivian Nursery and Primary School, Her Worship Happy Ann Chomhanji, recommended government programs that target improving family livelihoods and cautioned families against engaging money lenders.
Obulungi bwa ssaako waliwo abasobola okubwogerera naye honorable abutegeera bulungi ne president wa Uganda abutegeera bulungi. Yensonga lwaki his emphasis is on parish model development, parish development model. Now, parish development model is to Uganda, is to the community as what this circle is going to be to St. Vian or to the education sector.
Relatedly, Reverend Father Anthony Azenweke from Namugongo Matters Parish has commended parents and schools commissioning learners as they get into examination period. He was commissioning over 100 P7 candidates at Parks Junior School in Chira Municipality, Wakiso District. The director, Christine Kitasimba, hailed the new curriculum, which she said is timely in addressing unemployment.
You're moving to secondary school. You are our candle. You are going to show people what Parks Junior School is. I got a comment from Trinity College. I taught in Trinity College for 4 years. I got a comment from the headmistress that it is only children from Parks Junior School who thank the cooks for the food after every meal.
Sada Mubale, Fred Kasibante, UBC News.
And still, as Primary 7 candidates prepare to sit for their final primary leaving examinations on Wednesday 8th, candidates, schools and teachers have been cautioned against involving themselves in malpractice. This was during the prayers to dedicate candidates of Victoria Mutundwe to God before starting their papers. The UNEB spokesperson Jennifer Kalule Musamba told UBC and says that all is set for the exams.
Primary 7 candidates countrywide are warming up for primary leaving examinations next week, starting with briefing on Tuesday and exams on Wednesday, commencing with mathematics. Different schools have prayed for candidates, dedicating to God to help them excel. During prayers at Victoria Mutundwe Primary School, Reverend Father Joseph Kerunga advised candidates to be confident.
May the good Lord who created them, who has been blessing them throughout their lives, who has enabled them reach this level, enable them pass the exams. We believe God has done great things in their lives. The knowledge they have acquired in these 7 years is a lot. We pray that they may be successful.
The UNEB spokesperson Jennifer Kalule Musamba says, as the board, all preparations for the commencement of PLE are complete.
Wednesday they're starting with mathematics, and then in the afternoon they're going to have SST, and on Thursday they're going to have science in the morning, and they'll finalize with English in the afternoon of Thursday.
The head teacher of Victoria Mutundwe, David Muwaya, told UBC that all their candidates are ready for the exams.
We have prepared them enough to do this year's PLE, and we are very sure they will achieve excellent first grades only. We trust the work that we do at Victoria Mutundwe.
One of the candidates told UBC her preparedness.
Prepared 100%, because I'm equipped with all that I need for my PLE. I've finished the syllabus for primary 7. I've learned everything. I've had enough practice on numbers. All I need to do is just dedicate myself to God so that I can achieve it.
I'm prepared and expecting a 4 aggregate that I want to make my parents happy and everyone countrywide.
The parents also offered prayers for the candidates.
I wish you success, my daughter. I wish you well in whatever you do. You get the 4 aggregates you've always said that you wanted. May the good Lord grant you and get all the 4 aggregates you need in your primary leaving exams.
Metu Bus Industries, Namamve, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators, and special purpose vans and any customized vehicle. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort, and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats, or a special design that includes power outlet, Wi-Fi, television, refreshment center, and any other specification. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda. Contact us on 0788 118586 or 0782 030303. Email us metuafricabus@gmail.com. Visit our website www.metubusafrica.com.
Jovia ng'oyolekera ku lugendo luno olw'obulamu nkuwa ekirabo eky'amaanyi agatazizibwa, amaanyi okulabibwa n'okuwulirwa mu mawanga ag'ewala ennyo, okutuuka buli wamu nga yadde togenzeeyo, ensi yonna ng'ekuli mu ngalo. Okutambula mu biseera n'okumanya buli kimu ekirina okumanyibwa. Jovia, kino kye kirabo kyange gy'oli.
Tewali kkubo ku ki gy'osobola okukola ku mukutu nnandameggwa ogwa MTN.
African Airline Association, in conjunction with Uganda Airlines, presents the 55th AFRA Annual General Assembly between the 19th and 21st November 2023 at Speak Resort Hotel, Munyonyo, in the heart of Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. In attendance will be 500 high-profile African and global aviation leaders, 40 airline CEOs making strides to transform aviation for development. The 55th AFRA AGA is proudly powered by
In this family, we can't agree on anything.
Martha.
We can't even agree on what to watch. All the games to play.
Martha.
Ndoza Mulabi, we can't even agree on what to eat. At least the one thing for now we can all agree on is the soap to use. He likes that it's big and lasts long. Anti-economy. I like that it keeps my skin smooth. Ate alina echovu. And the children like that. It smells amazing. Everyone is happy. Movit soap comes in 4 fantastic flavors. Movit family soap is truly soap for the whole family.
Movit. All day confidence.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News, broadcasting live from Nile Avenue. We'll now delve into more news. Emeritus Pope's Nuncio Envoy Archbishop Augustine Kasuja has urged parents to instill good Christian values among their children in order to grow a meaningful life. Bishop Kasuja was administering a sacrament of confirmation and the First Holy Communion to 100 children at St. Jude Wabigalo Sub-Parish in Makindye Division, which also celebrated 45 years anniversary.
Moral values have become a concern, prompting a call to renew spiritual living. This call was during the 45th anniversary Mass of St. Jude Wabigalo Sub-Parish in Makindye District, which started with the planting of the memorial tree and a groundbreaking stone by the Archbishop Emeritus Augustine Kasuja. He then led the Holy Mass and administered the sacrament of confirmation and the First Holy Communion to 100 children.
My dear friends, the gospel today reminds us, it's very nice because it corresponds to what we are going to the sacrament of confirmation we are going to administer today.
Archbishop Kasuja urged parents to instill good Christian values among their children. He called for loving one another.
Yesu yamuddamu nti agenda kweyorekera abo bokka abakwata ekigambo kya Katonda ne bagoberera ebiragiro bye.
St. Jude Wabigalo celebrated 45 years and also launched the fundraising drive for the church expansion. The head of laity, Everest Bainomjisha, says the church needs more than 1 billion shillings for the standard structure.
In 1 billion bakolachi bajisonda mangu nevayo ntuzimba church kati eyo strategy emuje tugenda kukola okulaba abantu baffe abawansi bavayo to make sure that we increase the household income of our Christians.
He called upon Christians in and around Kampala Diocese to contribute towards Wabigalo Church construction.
Join hands in constructing the new church. There you have seen the impression. They are going to expand this church into the church that befits the current times.
At the fundraising drive, Ibanda District Woman Member of Parliament, Jane Bainomjisha, donated 15 million shillings to the church construction and urged Christians to support government development programs.
To embrace the government programs,
the fundraising was also attended by the Kampala Mayor Salongo Elias Lukwago, who donated 1 million shillings for the construction work and pledged Kampala Capital State Authority's commitment toward the church construction. St. Jude Wabigalo Sub-Parish was established in 1978 when Father Byangwa, the then parish priest of Zambia, made the first pastoral visit, and the Christians in this area expressed the need for the church. It's now 45 years. Over 45 million shillings was collected in cash and pledges. Joseph Bule, UBC.
Young internet users have appealed to government to reduce the internet taxes and spread internet to help them promote their businesses. They said this during a workshop organized by Forex Bulls to train youth how to use the internet for self-development.
The youths have attended an online self-development workshop at Embazi in Wakiso district. Osman Lakan, one of the trainers, said it was time for youths to use internet to make money. He added it is easy to use mobile phones to get rich, especially when young people are buying and selling foreign currency online called forex trading.
Learning forex and they are getting into it. When you can check social media, if you can check by the even Google, you ask Google, then we have a lot of forex traders. So guys, don't be left out. This business is a good opportunity. Many people are really investing in this business.
They train youth for 3 to 6 months to gain ability to make money on online forex trading.
As a trader, what you're supposed to do is analyze and see which currency is going to gain value so that you can actually make money from it, or maybe just leave it and don't trade it.
Forex Bulls founder and CEO Daniel Ahikize said foreign exchange trading does not discriminate age, gender, or education.
For you to trade, you need capital, but the capital can be as small as possible. Say you're starting off with 30,000 Ugandan shillings, and or say 50,000 or 100,000, which can start a normal business. This time around, you can use it to actually make a living. Maybe you're making 10,000 per day, or you're making 20,000.
He said one needs a phone, a laptop, and internet to start with, and this is the only way to solve the problem of unemployment among the youth in the country. Therefore, the government needs to spread the internet and reduce taxes to ease access for youths and change their lives.
I think what we lack currently is more of regulations. People don't trust these businesses because the government hasn't come out to recognize them. I mean, someone is not going to believe that, well, trading works not until the government comes out and say, well, we have forex trading in Uganda.
Some of the trainees hope to improve their lives.
First of all, I wanted to gain an extra skill. And as I wanted to join an extra skill, I found out so many things, like so many benefits, like it's larger than just a skill, you know.
I'm Benon Mukwaya with Jamil Sekaja.
If you're trading with $1 million,
Metu Bus Industries, Namamve, the manufacturers of buses for transporters, schools, tour operators, and special purpose vans and any customized vehicle. Metu Bus Industries offers a range of buses known for safety, comfort, and reliability. Depending on your needs, a bus can simply be a point A to point B people mover with just seats, or a special design that includes power outlet, Wi-Fi, television, refreshment center, and any other specification. Buy your buses from Metu and support industrialization of Uganda. Contact us on 0788 118586 or 0782 030303. Email us metuafricabus@gmail.com. Visit our website www.metubusafrica.com.
Lagos.
Oyagaliza famire yo obugagga n'obulamu obulungi yiga bw'oyinza okubifuna ng'okozesa science ne teknologiya ng'oyita mu butonde. Omukenkufu Nyanzi Julius ekyuma kiwagala kyuma akuwandiikidde ekitabo ky'otasaanye kusubwa kusoma. Ekitabo kino akituumye Money Grows on Trees, sente zimera ku miti. Weefunire kopi ku siringi $200 gyokka ku kitebe kya Prof Bio Research ku Katorio Mall, ku matabi g'amatundiro g'ebitabo aga Aristoc Booklets, ku Acacia Mall, Garden City, Kampala Road ne ku mitimbagano ja Jumia Uganda, oba kuba 0703 M52 tukikutuuseeko wonna w'oli. Jjukira nti Money Grows on Trees, sente zimera ku miti.
Ndeka wena mulamu.
Kawena kamboneko.
Otyo. Mbakemye lubona. Mubeere muli kolati.
Ndidde kulagirira ono ngeri gye bagwayo ku mbaga ya mwene ngwakozesa mu mope.
Eisimu eriwa gye buli ko.
Tola yesimu wena nakobya ironi gesimu tobulira.
Eisimu yindi.
Niga sita ndala mukaga 5 sita 3 otewe ashi onige yesi. Balese kyawo.
Balese merchant code gye balisaba. Mama kadi balati.
Kayo obuzono wachi tamu nsanvu 3
balisaba.
Tamu sente lewe.
Baleta mobile money.
Mobile money.
Bali kunsaba pini.
Ebucha utampini yo.
Iwa imwe basasula.
Aye baba embaga ya mwene mwekuwoniza.
Pay or shop with MTN Momo and get cash back every week. It's free of charge. Use the Momo app or dial *165*3#.
Welcome back. You're still watching the UBC News Tonight. We now delve into the world of business. A new marketing company is being proposed by Uganda to have the country's products sold beyond the East African region and the African continent at large. The Permanent Secretary and Secretary to the Treasury, Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Ramadan Gobi, says that this will market grain, dairy and other Ugandan processed agricultural products. This was during the opening of a two-day development engagement in Nwoya district, where Justice and Constitutional Affairs Minister Norbert Mao called for addressing communication gaps within government for development purposes.
Government officials have met at Chobe Safari Lodge in Nwoya district to seek a coordinated national development strategy.
The intention is, how do we ensure that development is coordinated? That these institutions, they don't just pursue mandates, but they work together to deliver results. Which results? We want to see money in the pockets of Ugandans. We want to see jobs. We want to see food. We want to see exports. We want to see those things which each of these agencies is assigned to do.
Meeting under the umbrellas of Uganda Development Corporation and Uganda Development Forum, they want to market Ugandan products beyond Africa.
To look at all infrastructure in the country, whether they were for private sector like TGCU, or they are for public sector like those built by NADS and WFP. We'll look at all these, standardize all the storage facilities, make sure they are up to a standard, and then we use this standard product to the market.
Most people want to occupy positions in the enterprise chain. But the truth is, do you know why you are where you are? Our goal is to transform the economy, to make our people wealthy. Those are the goals. And are you playing your role to achieve that goal?
There is also a proposal to create the Uganda National Market Company.
So we are coming on that end. So let's try to organize markets for agriculture, so that when the farmer begins to grow whatever crop, maize, beans, simsim, he's growing because he's responding to a market we discovered, negotiated for. He knows the price. In that way, we bring order in agriculture.
And this national marketing company is being created between the government of Uganda and NSSF. NSSF has capital. Government can also contribute capital. And they take together 49% of the stake. Then they leave the 51% to the private sector, because we don't want government to replace private sector. But we realize that government is still needed to intervene and be able to support the private sector to market our, especially food, to the region.
But this will require addressing communication gaps.
Most of the time, others talk about what others are not doing instead of talking about what they are doing themselves. So the communication gap has got to be bridged.
What are we trying to cure? Is the national marketing company the solution, or is the problem elsewhere, that we can empower the Export Promotions Board more, empower the current private sector more to be able to get it there? Trade usually requires trade finance, which is not in Uganda.
The meeting in Nwea district converged accounting officers across the economic divide in Uganda and beyond. Henry Okrut, UBC.
It's true what people say, that when I wash and you wash your hands with soap, we'll have less infections as Ugandans. After all, it's hands that handle money. It's hands that feed us. Hands that prepare soil for farming. Hands that we use to learn. And hands that we use for fun.
When I wash and you wash, it means clean hands for all. So, wash your hands with soap and clean water regularly to keep away infections and disease-causing germs. This message is from the National Hand Washing Secretariat with support from UNICEF.
Becoming an international student can seem like a very complicated process. You want to study in the US or Canada, but you're unsure about the application process, what to apply for, and the related costs and expenses. Here is the thing. The Loom Students Fair will take place on the 8th of November this year. So come to the Sheraton Hotel Kampala and you'll meet expert advisors from top US and Canadian universities. They'll help you make sense of your study dream. For more information, call 0702 628-446 or visit our website, asafevents.com.
Welcome back. You're still watching UBC News Tonight. We now take you into the world of sports. Uganda has beaten Kenya by just 1 point to win the 2023 Victoria Cup. The victory by the barest of margins was won courtesy of Liam Walker's penalty kick in the last play of the match. The Kenyans had a roaring start to the match, putting their East African rivals to the sword through 2 tries in quick succession, with Joel Inzunga scoring the second one, converted by John Kubu to give Kenya a 12-0 lead. However, spurred on by a partisan crowd, the Ugandans found their way back into the match, courtesy of 2 penalty goals by Ivan Magomu in the 13th and 16th minutes. The tide soon turned in favor of the Cranes as their pressure, coupled with Simba's ball handling errors, bore them a converted try to give them a 13-12 lead going into the break. Uganda kept on pushing, and here up stepped substitute Walker, making his second appearance in the national team colours to accurately kick within the posts, giving Uganda their first ever Victoria Cup trophy in the 37th duel with Kenyans. The 2 sides meet again next Saturday in Kisumu for the second leg of the Elgon Cup.
And it's try time for the home side. Conrad Mwalimu Wanyama, the artful dodger, the sharp thinker, the quick.
Offloaded to Joseph Oyet, who literally scampered over the line. He's not the fastest of players, and he's usually deployed at fullback for his parent club, Heathens. But today he's playing on the wing for Uganda, and he has scored his first international try for Uganda today.
Here goes Liam Walker with a conversion far wide of mark, but now it is a 4-pointer. But wonderful transition of play by the Ugandans there. Timothy Chisiga collects John Kubu's ball. John Kubu has been searching for Timothy Chisiga all game long, and when he finds him, Chisiga today says, "Thank you very much for that."
2 years of refurbishment, engineers at Namboole Stadium affirm that works are nearly complete. Works on the main play field, electricity and seats have all been installed.
The refurbishment of Mandela National Stadium is at 79% complete, with focus on the natural grass and dressing rooms. A wide view of the stadium clearly shows progress of the work that has taken more than 2 years. Lieutenant Colonel Peter Seku, the project engineer for the Uganda People's Defence Force Engineers Brigade, the arm that was tasked to renovate the stadium, says they had a few challenges that led to the delays.
The range of these buses here behind me, the stumbling block, we can't do clearance, we can't do the engineering work we are supposed to do there, like putting the security lights. We need them out of the place. We have written to the management, to Minister of Education, but it seems they are delaying, and it is one of the delaying factors. So the earlier they identify the owner, and the earlier they take action to save us on time, and then to enable us to produce good work.
Currently, the seats in the VIP arena have been installed. The painting of the stadium, fencing of the land, and works at the hotel are complete. Other areas that have been worked on include mechanical, electrical, and civil works inside and around the stadium. Emphasis has been on the planting of grass on the main play field and training section, installing the public address system and chairs and plumbing equipment, among other tasks, nearly complete.
And I will be happy if it is also evicted, because not to show that we only removed the poor ones and we left the rich. It has an effect on the population, because they still continue asking me, why did you leave him? Why is he there? Why did you remove us? So I think action will be taken against the Sportview Hotel.
Namboole Stadium renovation works began in February last year, and the UPDF is confident that they will have it completed by November 30th. The first international game is expected to be hosted in March next year.
And at exactly 51 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock, we come to the end of this bulletin. However, do join us later on at 10 for another bulletin. My name is Wadulo Arnold. See you at 10.
Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Grace Amili with your weather update. We are having thunder showers dominating most parts of the country, but mainly across Lake shores. Seeing the satellite picture, we are having rainbow diffused over our country in combination with local effects, bringing us the wet activities that we are having here and there in our country. Tomorrow morning, though, we expect to wake up with thunder showers in capital city Kampala and parts of Nakasongola, but the rest of the areas like Murende and Masaka are waking up with sunny intervals. The eastern are waking up to thunder showers across Salty and light showers in other areas. Western stretch expect to have thunder showers across Kasese and some parts of Masindi, but the other areas like Mbarara and Kabale are waking up to a bright sunny day. The northern sector are having light rains dominating that side, apart from Alua, where we are seeing sunny intervals. Afternoon hours, we are seeing a pickup of thunder showers in the capital city Kampala at a maximum 25 degrees Celsius, Nakasongola with 27, Mubende with 26, Masaka with 27 degrees Celsius. Eastern stretch, there is a continuation of thunder showers at a maximum 27 degrees Celsius. The western stretch, there is a domination of thunder showers that side also at a maximum 27 degrees Celsius. Kawale Highlands with 24 degrees Celsius only. The northern sector, we are seeing a pickup still of thunder showers dominating that side at a maximum 27 degrees Celsius across Kitugumo and Alua, but parts of Kotido and Moroto with 28 degrees Celsius. This moving out of Uganda toward the cities across the globe, we are forecasting sunny conditions across Doha with a maximum 33 degrees Celsius, Nairobi with sunny intervals, and New York at a maximum 24 degrees Celsius across Nairobi. Lagos and London with light rains at a maximum 31 degrees Celsius across Lagos, but London is a bit cold with 13 degrees Celsius only. Thanks for tuning on UBC. My name is Grace Amili. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Come and shine in Blascon Paint and win the Twake edition. Buy Blascon Paint worth 100,000 shillings. Get a scratch card and SMS the code to 7197. Not only will you win instant airtime, but you could take home 1 million shillings daily, a share of 4 million shillings each week, or a brand new motorbike with fuel worth 100,000 shillings. Terms and conditions apply. Blascon, color your world.
Youth of Purpose.
Hello, welcome to Youth of Purpose, a show that is here to give you a platform majorly and to make sure that you contribute to Uganda becoming a better country, such that in the few years to come we'll be able to say Uganda is because we are. Today on the show, we're going to be discussing majorly on how we can be able to appreciate small startups as young people.